the training ground for the saloon car stars of tomorrow. The Mini Challenge is a popular destination for drivers graduating from the JSCC. Second row, Ollie Smith, who said his brother Harry won this title last season and is now in the trophy class of the Mini Challenge. Ollie in the green, blue and white car on the second row of the grid. Matthew Swatton in the red, white and blue of Kersley Motorsports on row 3 alongside the light blue car of Leon Holly all the way from Devon. The red lights come on then. 15 minutes for the junior saloon cars gets underway. And who's going to get the whole shot down towards Riches for the first time? Looks like they're all the way okay. Side by side between the two front row men. Who's that creeping up on the outside? That's Ollie Kerr. Looks like Wilf Butler has just about held his inside line. Josh Salvadori trying to sweep around the outside in the red machine as they go out of Riches up towards Wilson's hairpin for the first time. Ollie Smith has run a bit wide there, I think that was. He's going to go up the inside. Louis Austin was slowing as well there. They're all together as they come into the hairpin. There's Louis Austin sliding out wide. It was him who got wide coming out of Riches, the green and white car. He just about stays ahead of one of the Kersley Motorsport cars there. That is our newcomer Ben Ward, but it's Wilf Butler who leads. Ollie Kerr's got through into second. Salvadori is third. Then Smith ahead of Matthew Swatton. There's Ben Ward side by side with one of the Oryx Motorsport cars. I think that's Sherry Ann Powell. Down into Agostini for the first time. Wilf Butler leads the way, but we have a red flag. The race is being stopped. There's a recovery vehicle on the move at the hairpin, so something's happened up there. So the race has been stopped. We'll await confirmation of what has happened. Who is not in the line there? Max Scharfegger's in there. He's already made up a few places. So what has happened? It's Luke Wardle, number 3, has come to a stop. That's a shame. His first ever race is over already. On the marshals, then the red light comes on now. Revs are up for the Junior Saloon Car Championship. We're underway for the second time of asking. Down towards Riches for the first time. Everybody is away cleanly. Down towards the first corner. Looks like Wilf Butler has held his advantage from pole position this time. We saw Josh Salvadori trying to get around the outside at the first attempt. This time he slots in behind. Kerr is in third place. Now Salvadori, is he going to try and go around the outside or switch to the inside on the hairpin? Ollie Kerr slots in behind. Salvadori in second place, but it's Butler who leads. Smith in fourth place, 3 wide through the hairpin for fifth position. Louis Austin was there on the inside. Matthew Swatton in the middle. There's our newcomer Ben Ward on the outside. Max Scharfegger's already on the move from the back of the grid, but it's Butler who leads through Palmer for the first time. Salvadori in second place. Kerr is third. Smith in fourth. Everybody else trying to be fifth. It's Matthew Swatton who has it at the moment. You can see Scharfegger already making some moves from the back of the grid. He's gained 4 places already, just as he did on the first start. Louis Austin holding off Leon Holly. Behind them, Martin Wright. Algar up the inside there, number 35, battling with Lexi Powell. And Ben Ward with the novice cross on the back of his car towards the back of the field. Out towards Oggies and Williams for the first time. We mentioned the rain yesterday as well, so that's the reason a couple of our camera lenses are a bit steamed up as well. They were affected by the rainstorm yesterday, so apologies for that. We're doing the best we can to resolve it, but our equipment did take a bit of a battering in the rainstorm yesterday, so our apologies for our camera lenses are a bit misted up as a result of that. Meanwhile, the leaders come down the Bentley straight. It is Wilf Butler who continues to set the pace ahead of Salvadori and Ollie Kerr in third. They're already starting to break away from the rest of the field. Butler under pressure there from Salvadori. Ollie Smith looking on from fourth. Matthew Swatton heads a crocodile of Saxos for fifth position. Up towards Coram for the first time out of the bomb hole. And a change for fifth there. Leon Holly in the light blue car has got through ahead of Swatton coming out of Nelson. Leaders coming through to complete the first lap of this 15-minute race. Then it is Wilf Butler from Josh Salvadori. Across the stripe they will come for the first time. Butler from Salvadori, Kerr in third position. They're covered by just under 1.4 seconds. There's Max Scharfegger, the grey and Dayglow yellow car is already up into that second group. He's side by side with Louis Austin, so he's up to 7th already around the first lap. That's a great first lap by Max Scharfegger. He's up with Louis Austin now, trying to battle through for 5th. It's Swatton who's 5th at the moment in the number 27. No, Leon Holly in the 87, I apologise. So Swatton's lost 3 places there. He's been slipstreamed down the pit straight. Louis Austin's got ahead of him. Now Scharfegger as well, who threw it through the hairpin, almost rallycross style there. So the battle on for 5th, and Swatton's been shuffled backwards. Battle for 9th is between Sherry-Ann Powell and Martin Wright. Lexi Powell is behind them in 11th. She's running well ahead of Tom Algar and Ben Ward, our newcomer. Here's the fight for 5th. Leon Holly from the southwest of England, as is Martin Wright a little bit further back. Scharfegger still on the move, up in 7th place. Battles everywhere you look in this 14-car JSCC field at the moment. Through at the right-hander at Oggies, and again running a bit wide there. Max Scharfegger, he's taking some risks here as he tries to move through from the back of the grid. Out they go onto the Bentley straight once again. There are the leaders. Wilf Butler ahead of Salvadori in the red car. Kerr is 3rd. Ollie Smith, rather in no man's land at the moment, in 4th position. He's got nobody to battle with. Louis Austin's got the headlights on to try and intimidate Leon Holly. He's going to try and get up the inside into Brundle. No, you don't, says Leon. He's later on the brakes. And here comes Scharfegger closing up on them as well. Look at that, 2 wheels up in the air off the curb there as Austin moves to the inside. Holly ran a bit wide there. He's lost out to Austin. He turns in on Scharfegger. There's a bit of rubbing there through the bomb hole. That's broken the wing mirror on Max Scharfegger's car. But Scharfegger's got the inside line for Coram, and he's going to go through up into P6, I think. Yes, he's done it. Well, the wing mirror's hanging off, but Max Scharfegger, no, he hasn't made the move stick. Leon Holly back up the inside. He had a stab down the inside. Well, that was like Jason Plato and Matt Neal through that section of the lap back in the early 2010s. And Holly's lost out because Matthew Swatton has come through as well. Well, they call this the Junior Saloon Car Championship. Some say it's the touring car stars of the future, and they're certainly living up to that reputation in the midfield at the moment. But Leon Holly has lost 3 places around that lap. Meanwhile, Wilf Butler's done the fastest lap of the race, 2:23.476, as he leads the way by 3/4 of a second from Josh Salvadori. Where's Max Scharfegger going? Heading for the A11 there. He's lost out to Matthew Swatton, and Leon Holly's up alongside him again as well. They're renewing their rivalry from half a lap ago. And Max Scharfegger will have the inside line for the next left-hander at Palmer's, and he keeps 7th place. He'll be frustrated now, having thrown away a place there by running wide on the hairpin. Martin Wright's got ahead of Sherry-Ann Powell in the background, the 2 Orex cars. Here comes Leon Holly back up the inside, and he's going to retake the place. You see, they're still side by side, these two. This is great stuff. Holly takes the place back again, and Max Scharfegger is back to where he was a lap ago. So Butler still leads Salvadori and Kerr. They've spaced out a bit at the front of the field now. Ollie Smith still on his own in 4th position, the top rookie in the championship this year. There's Louis Austin, who's escaped into 5th now. Swatton 6th, Holly 7th, Scharfegger 8th, then Martin Wright coming through in 9th place, Sherry-Ann Powell in 10th, Lexi Powell is 11th, she's running well. Then Algar and Ward battling further back. Ben Ward, in fact, has got ahead of Tom Algar there in the second of the Kearsley Motorsport cars, the red, white and blue. 13 cars still running. Sadly, we lost Jake Wardle with those engine problems at the start, and he was unable to take the restart. Here's Wilf Butler. The Hampshire driver continues to lead the way. Out of Murray's. How long's left? Just under 8 minutes of this 15-minute race to go, so we're coming up to halfway. Black and white flag being displayed for track limits offences to Max Scharfegger, but he's run wide a couple of times. And Leon Holly, number 87, has had a problem at Murray's. He's caught the tail end of that. He's got going again, but he loses out to Sherry-Ann Powell. I think that must mean that Martin Wright has gone through as well in the number 14. Yes, there he is. So have Scharfegger and Holly tangled again, I wonder? So Leon Holly is down to 10th position. So not too sure what's happened there. As Wilf Butler continues to lead Josh Lightning McQueen Salvadori. Max Scharfegger is going wider and wider on that hairpin every time. Are his brakes playing up or something, I wonder? So Martin Wright could catch him here and get up into P7. Don't know whether it's a legacy of that contact earlier on with Leon Holly. You can see the mirror hanging off. Leon Holly, meanwhile, is fighting back. He's up alongside Sherry-Ann Powell in the number 42 down into Agostini, named after Giacomo Agostini, the motorcycle legend. And Leon Holly retakes the place, back up into 9th, ahead of Sherry-Ann. There's Lexi Powell in the number treble 3. Good steady run from her in 11th place. It's been an incident-packed season for her so far. Here come your leaders, and look how Butler and Salvadori have pulled away from Ollie Kerr, who's on his own now in 3rd place. They're nearly 3 seconds clear of the treble 2. Through Brundle and Nelson, still Wilf Butler from Josh Salvadori, and Wilf Butler's definitely pulling away here from Salvadori in 2nd place. Just under 6 minutes to go, so it's looking good for Wilf Butler in the number 70. Butler had a win at Donington, a win at Brands Hatch in the first 2 rounds of the year, 1 win at Thruxton. Failed to win at Silverstone. The best he had there was a 2nd place. As we watched the battle between Ben Ward and Tom Algar at the back of the field. Wilf Butler had a win at Alton Park and 2 at Donington Park as well. So looking for win number 7 of the season for Wilf Butler. Josh Salvadori has done the majority of the winning in more recent rounds, but had a no score at Alton Park in the 18th round of the season, so playing catch up from there at the moment. There are the leaders. They were separated by 1.14 seconds over the line. Salvadori and Butler, they've been virtually inseparable at the top of the points so far this season. Ollie Kerr in 3rd place. There is the Simpson Race exhaust car. Ollie Smith has been on his own for most of this race in 4th. And then Louis Austin heads the battle for 5th here ahead of Matthew Swatton. Main focus now is the battle for 7th position, because Max Scharfegger staying ahead of Martin Wright. Behind them is Leon Holly, trying to recover after his mistake, or whatever happened down at Murray's Corner earlier on, we didn't see. And Sherry-Ann Powell, Lexi Powell, and the battle between Algar and Ward at the back of the field. Still a couple of laps to go. Now is Salvadori reeling in Wilf Butler? The gap was 1.14 last time through. I think Josh Salvadori is getting a little bit closer here. Josh Salvadori, who had a win at the opening round of the year at Donington. He had 1 as well at Brands Hatch. Wilf Butler just 3 points off him, so he'll be leading the points if it stays like this to the flag, I think. Depends on who gets fastest lap, because it's 25 points for a win, 22 for 2nd place. Who's got the fastest lap at the moment? It is Wilf Butler. So if Butler wins this and gets fastest lap, he'll get 4 points more than Josh Salvadori, and I think he'll be leading the championship, by my calculation, by 1 point. Salvadori on 4.25, Butler on 4.22, as we said at the beginning of the race. Coming into this with Oliver Kerr on 4.16 at the moment. Scored his first ever win at Silverstone in round 11. And had 2 at Croft as well. 1 last time out at Donington Park.
10th position. Outside the top 10, we have Lexi Powell in 11th. 12th place for the number 35 machine across the line now is Tom Algar. And one of our runners within this race is fourthly,
swinging through Agostini for what should be the penultimate time. Martin Wright a bit out of shape there, coming out of the hairpin. He's dropped a bit of ground to Max Scharfegger in the battle for 7th place. Thanks to all of your comments coming in so far. We haven't had much time to read them out with so many races today. Try to, if we can. Scharfegger staying ahead of Wright. That's the closest battle on track at the moment, really. They're fairly well spaced out now in the closing stages of this first race of the day for the Junior Saloon Car Championship. The lead gap has gone out, and it's just under 2 seconds now between Wilf Butler and Josh Salvadori. Now, if Butler keeps that fastest lap, if he takes the win, he will lead the championship by a point. We're in for a good showdown between these two over the final weeks of the season, I reckon. Through Coram go the leaders. See him right on the edge of adhesion there as he comes through, the right-hander, then onto the brakes towards the left flick at what used to be known as Russell, after Jim Russell, who ran the racing school here at Snetterton for many years. Now Murray's, named of course in memory of the voice of motorsport himself. We still miss you, Murray Walker. Tom Algar at the back of the field, pulled away from Ben Ward now. Looks like Ben is going to make the finish in his first ever JSCC race for Kersley Motorsport. Shame that Jake Wardle had those problems, and Layla Henderson in qualifying as well.
Now, is he going to be caught by the end of this race? Because all of a sudden, Louis Austin has massively improved his pace, whether it was an improvement for Louis or just a drop off.
There's Lexi Powell, learning all the time in her first season of JSCC racing. Wonder if we'll see her in the British Truck Racing Championship one day, alongside her father. Black and white flag has been shown to Martin Wright as a warning for exceeding track limits. The clock has counted down to 0. Looks like it is going to be a victory for Wilf Butler, unless Josh Salvadori can do something very special in the last half lap of this race. Through towards Williams for the last time. Looks as though Josh Salvadori has just about settled for 2nd place now, and Ollie Kerr for 3rd. If Salvadori can snatch the fastest lap here, then the two protagonists will be level at the top. Looking at the sector times at the moment, Salvadori was quicker in the first sector, but Butler marginally quicker in sector 2, and they're not the quickest overall, so I don't think we're going to see any change for the fastest lap. But Wilf Butler starting from pole position. He's got the fastest lap. He's going to have led all the way as well. Out of Murray's for the final time, into the Senna straights. The checkered flag is being prepared for number 70, Wilf Butler. He comes across the line, takes the win in Junior Saloon Car Championship race win. Race 1, Josh Salvadori comes over in second, 2 seconds the winning margin. Ollie Kerr completes the podium. It should be Ollie Smith who comes through in 4th place. Quite a way in arrears of the podium finishers. No, Louis Austin comes through in 4th position, so Ollie Smith lost that lost that 4th place. Yeah, slower lap there, 2:28 on the last lap for Ollie Smith, so he's down in 5th. Matthew Swatton was 6th. 7th for Max Scharfegger from the back of the grid, then Wright, Holly, and it should be Sherry Ann Powell who comes home in 10th, and Ben Ward doing a bit of rally crossing on the final corner there. But he will finish his first ever Junior Saloon Car Championship race. And well done, Lexi Powell comes out on top in an early battle with Tom Algar. Provisional results of that first race of the weekend for the Junior Saloon Car Championship. And Wilf Butler the winner by 2 seconds over Josh Salvadorian. Butler gets the fastest lap as well, so takes the championship lead by a single point.